Here, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Hank Benner. Coach, 22 road games in the books, finally playing at home this weekend. Touch on that a little bit and how it's been different this week and maybe some of the perks of sleeping in your own bed.
Well, it's nice to get home for sure. It's a long road stretch, 21 or 22 games, but getting back here and the weather's going to be nice, and doing some field work, getting that ready, and hopefully the energy from the home crowd and being at home will help us to play well, and you need to play well at home.
Coming off a 3-1 week, played all those games up at the Wild Things Park up in Washington, PA. In those games, you stretched out some pitchers a little bit. RJ threw a complete game, and then you had Nate come in and throw 3 1/3 in relief. Speak on that and maybe how some of these guys have matured this year, and they have that trust where you'll extend them a little bit more than maybe you would have last year.
Yeah, RJ, I thought that was the best outing in his career probably, and he's learned and he's progressed and he's gotten better each and every time out there. And Nate's a guy that we've changed his role a few times, and he really came in and did a good job. Duncan had a good start. Landon didn't have a bad start, I didn't think. He missed some spots, and that was probably our only bad start of the weekend, but I still think his stuff's good enough to play, and I really like some of the combinations we can run in out of the bullpen, so I'm very pleased with where the pitching staff is at this point.
You open it up Saturday against Notre Dame. Always a pretty good pitching club, coached by a former big leaguer. What's your impression of the Falcons as you open up home play here on Saturday?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time yesterday going over numbers and looking at scouting reports on Notre Dame, and you hit the nail on the head. They've got 2 really good arms. It's going to be a real challenge for our hitters. But Coach Barker does a good job up there, and he'll have those guys ready to play, and it'll be a war. And just like it is every weekend in conference play, we're going to have to kind of step up and accept the challenge from an offensive standpoint, try to put a few runs on the board, and hope we can match those guys up on the mound as well.
Then you look at Urbana, who comes in here Sunday, and another baseball guy, the head coach there in Oster, and his family there with the Reds and so forth, and a former minor leaguer himself. Talk about the Blue Knights and your impressions of Urbana.
They've always been a real scrappy club. They swing the bats well. There'll be another challenge for us. Looking at their numbers, I think they got 3 or 4 guys hitting 350 or better. They've got a couple arms that throw the ball well. They're a team that's going to be scrappy. They've always given us a tough game, so I don't expect anything different here on Sunday.
Fans' first pitch Saturday set for 1 o'clock against Notre Dame. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Darryl.